if that makes sense. Now, so that's, I think, got the rust looking pretty good. Let's go this side also. Welcome back to the workbench, where we try to make things. And it's Wednesday, so we're back working on the AMT 1955 Cameo. This is the Mars Garage shop truck build that we're doing as part of the 10,000 subscriber celebration. And there's a link down in the description to a playlist where you can get completely caught up to where we are right now. And where we are right now is what I guess we'll call part 3 of the patina, or actually let's call it part 3 of painting the body, because that's really what we're doing, is painting the body of the truck with a patina. And before we take a closer look at where we're at right now, let's take a look at how we got here. And the first thing I had to do was give a matte clear coat. If you remember, we finished off last week, I hadn't matte cleared the body yet. So that's the first thing I did, was matte clear it to encapsulate where we're at, to kind of give it a shell. And then on top of the matte clear, that's where I added my hairspray. So if you remember right, we're going to use the hairspray effect, or the hairspray technique, I guess we'll call it, for the body paint, for the white paint. So I gave it a heavy coat of hairspray. I only gave it 1 coat. Sometimes it's probably better, and it probably would have been better in hindsight to give it 2 coats. Let 1 coat completely dry, add another coat, just to give it a little thickness to it. But I gave it 1 heavy coat, and then a coat of white paint, and a light coat of white paint. And when I say a light coat, I mean I misted it, let the mist coat dry, and then I came back and just added the lightest coat I could that made it opaque white, if that makes sense. So I didn't go any further with the paint than once it actually had completely covered all the rust that we had provided below in the primer and all that we had provided below. Once I had it opaque, that's where I stopped. I don't want to go any thicker, because I want to make it easy enough to pull back. And from there, what I like to do is I'll soak it in some hot water. Well, let me rephrase, in some warm water. Don't soak it in hot water. We don't want to deform the plastic body. So just let it soak in some warm water for a bit. And then I hit it with a stiff bristled brush, because I did want to give some scratches to it. Added some scratches and whatnot. And that quickly kind of starts bringing the white off, from where the hairspray is. And then what we can do is go back with a soft bristled brush, like a toothbrush, and then just start giving it the elbow grease, right? But that stiff bristled brush will kind of get you the start going, that the soft bristle will then let you continue with and not scratch it up too bad or go too far. And I did actually, after that, give it a little bit of a wet sanding, a very light wet sanding with some 1000 grit wet sand, to kind of open up some of the areas that I basically got impatient, and that opened up the areas a little quicker for me. But that's, you can do that, or just keep giving it the elbow grease with a bristle brush. And then because I did the sandpaper, I did pull some of it back a little too far. So I just added some of the rust back, just the same way we did prior with our vinegar concoction, our vinegar steel wool mix that we had made. I just added back some rust with that. I also used a little bit of the Tamiya powder rust also to bring it back. And then I added 1 coat of clear, gloss clear paint on top of that. So if you remember right, we've been doing matte clear. Now I'm going to start using gloss, because we want to make it look like we took that patinaed body. Let me take this body off. It's really glaring in the light there. Let me see if I can move it around. There we go. I think that gets rid of some of the glare. So now we're going to be adding clear to it, because I want to, it's like we have this patinaed body that we've now encapsulated with just, a clear coat, if that makes sense. Now, so that's, I think, got the rust looking pretty good. Let's go this side also. I kind of like how it's looking. We got some scratches where it's been banged around in the barn, and stuff been slid around on the top side of it. So it's got some scratches across the paint and all that. But then we've also got the rust that's coming through that we've sanded kind of smooth. And so everything's pretty smooth. This has some texture to it, but it's pretty smooth. And I think that's looking pretty good. And what I love, again, is that we get multiple different shades of rust. So different color rust. We've got some rust staining. And by the way, I did that. When I added the rust back, I used my powder, and if you put it in before the rust, the vinegar mixture actually dries, or right before it does, really, you can kind of smear some of that in there and give it a stain, and it gives it that, like, it has some staining from rust, right? So I did a little bit of that. But what I really love, yeah, is the multiple colors we got going on. We have primer showing through. I love how this ended up turning out here. So we've got like primer spots. It almost looks like maybe there was a trim piece there at one point that's been removed and now it's rusting. I just love getting all the different shades. So again, I've been mentioning this a lot of times. We want to build weathering, right? We want to make it look like it's weathered over time and not like this instant weather. So we've got layers of primer and rust tones and the different colors. Anyways, I think we're pretty good. I mean, you can let me know what you think down in the comment section. Now, I've only added one gloss clear coat, because we've still got more to do to this. That's why I'm calling it part 3 of the paint, really, because we're going to do more than just patina. One, I've got to go in this section. Let me see. This stuff in here, around the back, that's all needs to be made red. That was red on these original trucks. So what I'll do is I'll probably hand paint that in and kind of knock it back and weather it and whatnot by hand. And we'll take a look at that next week. But that'll be this thinnest of stuff here is red. And then we also have the Mars Garage logo that we need to put on the doors. So that's why I didn't really take too much concern with the center of the doors, just so you know, because we're going to be painting that over, all the rust and stuff. Like we got the truck and, obviously painted it post all the weathering, post all the patina. And I'm going to try to hand paint that in there. So what I'll probably end up doing is practicing a few times, painting his logo. And then with a small brush, I'll try to hand paint it because that's probably what you would do. We would just hand paint that on the door. So we need to do that yet. Also, of course, we've got grill and all that stuff to go in. But as far as paint, we're going to do that. And that's why I've only added one coat of the gloss clear, because I wanted to encapsulate the rust with a clear coat. But I don't want to add too much because I'm going to end up clear coating over the red and the logo paint also. So, the probably 2 more coats of clear to come will be on top of that paint. So that's why I just stopped with the first coat. I hope that makes sense. I hope you like how it's turning out so far. We'll get a lot more detail on the interior. We got, not on the interior, but on the engine bay. We're going to also end up having to weather the firewall. And of course, we're going to have the hood and the bed yet to go. Now, remember the bed, large portion of the bed, especially the outside finished part, is fiberglass. So that's going to get weathered completely differently. That's something else we're going to look at. Now, the inside of the bed I'll have to weather, and that'll be a heavy scratched kind of weathering. I'll do it and we'll take a look at it. But that'll be like, again, a heavy scratched, heavy damage. We'll probably put a couple little dents in it like it's been used, right? And so that'll get done. And then I also need to do the hood. If you notice, I haven't weathered the hood yet. And my thought is that the hood is actually going to get less weathering. Okay. The idea, it's going to get weathered, but probably just around the edges. And then on the underside, it's going to get heavy weather. So my thought is that the hood, when this truck was in the barn, the hood was over somewhere else, apart from, like, the hood had been taken off where the engine was being worked on, or maybe the engine was removed, or whether, remember, we've got a whole new big twin turbo motor that's going in it. So whatever the original motor was originally removed or whatever, but they had the hood off to do that. And so it was laying somewhere else in the barn, garage, whatever, wherever this thing has been. And so it would have a different patina because it's going to have different situations it was in. And I'm thinking like it was laying face down, or, the top side down, paint side down. And so the paint didn't take as much moisture, but maybe the underside did. So that was a thought I had. Of course, always let me know what you think down in the comment section. I love to hear what you guys have to say. Let me know what you think so far for the patina, or at least the paint on the body. Let's just call it the body paint. Let me know what you think so far. I think it's going to look pretty cool. I think it's going to look really cool, especially once, because you got to remember also we're going to put in stainless. So I am going to do like it has new stainless put on. Like that's something we did, was put in new stainless. Paint the stuff. It's going to, of course, everything else is going to be new. You know what I mean? So I think it's going to look really, once you put in those details and once you paint in the handles and start putting in all the details, I think it's going to look really good. Again, let me know what you think. If this is something you want to keep up with, hit that subscribe button and hit the update button so you can get updated for when the new episodes come out, or just show up on Wednesday. We do the Mars Garage shop truck, the Cameo build every Wednesday. Just show up every Wednesday, or show up Monday through Friday. I try to have a video Monday through Friday. So if you show up, most likely there will be a video for you there to watch if that's something you're interested in. But hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the hype button, hit all those buttons, do all those things everybody tells you to do on YouTube. I got some hand painting to practice and do on this. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.